Thank you, Marco, for having us back since we also presented last year. I think quite a lot have happened since last year. We became a bit more known, especially, of course, in the grocery world because we do groceries. But we still get questions like, what is picnic exactly? Why is it different? Why is it successful? But also, does it work economically wise? And what's next? So let me just take you through a couple of these points. We are the next milkman, as you can see. And let me just briefly explain what we do. We have a warehouse where our suppliers bring our products, so all the grocery products that you can buy in a normal supermarket. There we do the order picking, we bring them to our own local city hub, and from there we drive with our little electrical vans to people's homes. That's about what we do. What you can see also is that we don't have any supermarkets, so the amount of cost that we save by not having supermarkets is of course given back to the customers in terms of free delivery and lowest price, because this is our proposition. And with lowest price and free delivery, this is the first time in Europe, and maybe also elsewhere, that there's no difference between going to the supermarket yourself or having it delivered at home. It's exactly the same cost for any customer. And this is very important, also combined with a 20-minute time slot. So you only have to be at home for about 20 minutes, or basically it's on the minute precise, I will show you a bit later. So that means that for the first time, really doing online groceries is also affordable for the teacher and the policeman and the nurse. And that has created really a mass market movement. I will show you right now. Well, this is our technology platform. We are, of course, a technology company. We build our own software. We've even built our own delivery van. We do everything on an app, so you can only order through an app. This is really nice because then you always have your shopping list in your pocket. And we can exactly see when people are sitting in the train or spending time before the television, so they can see and they can do their groceries immediately. Also what we do, we've built our own fulfillment center, and we also delivered our own warehouse management system. But with that, and with having a different supply chain, we also save about 70% of food waste, meaning that we only order with our customers, our suppliers, the products that our customers have already ordered with us. So having a far more efficient supply chain, less food waste, and in the end, cheaper for the customer. On the left-hand side, you see our electric fleet. We have 700 electrical vehicles. By now, by far the biggest electric grocery fleet in Europe, delivered and constructed by our own, designed by ourselves, meaning that it's very efficient in terms of local delivery. This also creates a new last mile experience and a new last mile solution. Now we've sort of cracked the last mile, leading to a 1/3 of the cost of the industry average for last mile delivery. And on the right-hand side, left-hand side, you see, of course, happy customers. Now, does it really work? I mean, does this really create demand? Yes, it does. If you go from a premium solution that most of the online groceries providers have to a mass market solution, you get this. These are the lines of all the cities that we opened over the last couple of years. And on the x-axis, you see the number of weeks that are already open. And on the y-axis, you see the penetration, the downloads and the sign-ups of our app. And you see in our oldest market, Amersfoort, which is now sort of 3 years old, we have more than 50% of all households signing up. So this is something completely different than the 2 to 3% that we were used to. So really creating a mass market approach and also making it available for everybody has created this movement. Now, this is a picture of our first market as well. On the left-hand side, you see what was there before we started. Of course, there was already online, but it was more a premium product with delivery costs and long windows. And on the right-hand side, you see what happened after we started. We now, in our oldest market, we have a 5% of total of grocery sales and a 85% market share in online grocery sales. Now, is it really different versus the others? We just put here together Amazon Fresh and OConnor, of course you'll probably know, next to Picnic. What are the main differences of between these three? Well, first of all, we have, of course, a very efficient customer proposition. No delivery costs, only 20-minute time frame, time window, and only €25 delivery minimum order value, leading to this mass market proposition. Secondly, if you look at the penetration and amount of people that use it is also far higher than with Ocado. And the frequency is the most interesting part, I think, because having this milkman model, meaning that we drive to your street once every day. If we have 3 customers in the street, we can do them in one go, which leads, of course, to a huge efficiency. But it also creates a lot of sort of stability in the pattern, in the buying pattern. So people just order every week, every Tuesday, the groceries are coming. So it leads to a real change of behavior. And lastly, sustainability. We have not only 70% less food waste, but we also have a 100% electrical fleet. So we don't drive around with diesel vans in neighborhoods. Now, the consumer likes it, of course, because it's a nice proposition, but also we do a lot, of course, to help them to understand how it works, because most people will do groceries online for the first time, because they're used to going to the supermarket. And if you help them getting through these couple of first stages, then they're really happy and they stay with you. Now, the question is always, will this ever become profitable, of course, and what are the economics behind it? Well, this is sort of a list of all the hubs that we opened. And what you can see is after 6 months, all these hubs are already profitable, meaning that you've paid for the building, for all the runners, all our delivery guys, all the energy, all the trunking, etc. So everything is paid for the local city hub. And then you start to contribute to fulfillment and, of course, to a bit of head office. And you see that even after 2 years, already the gross margin is 20%. So with that, you have a profitable model in hand. Now, what's next? We started in Germany. In April this year, we started a bit west of Düsseldorf, and a couple of months ago we started in Mönchengladbach. And there you also see we did a pilot period there, so we asked Germans, what do you like? What do you like about the supermarket? What would you like about an online grocery offering? And you see exactly the same happening. Also, Germans love to have their groceries for free at home. And this is just a small animation of what happened in Germany. We started to the west of Düsseldorf and Mönchengladbach. And you can see that even Mönchengladbach is going even quicker. If you see the little dots, the people signing up. And it also shows you that it's not in certain neighborhoods. No, it's everywhere because it is this mass market approach. So Germany loves picnic. Now, what's next as well is that we've introduced parcel returns. So when our runners, our delivery guys and girls come to your door, delivering your groceries, they also take with them your e-commerce returns. So that's very convenient because you otherwise have to go to the post office or wherever you go. And now we just take them back. But this is also, of course, a very sustainable way of getting e-commerce deliveries and returns back to the original supplier, because it, of course, diminishes the time and effort that customers have to take, but it also diminishes the amount of traffic that goes into cities just to pick up all those returns. We have sort of 40 returns coming back to a hub with our little electrical vans, and there's one parcel guy picking up all these 40 or 50 parcels in one go, which of course creates a lot of sustainability. Now, to conclude, we are the Modern Milkman. We are a sustainable example of how you can do it, but we also have a mass market approach. And this is where we came from a couple of years ago, from 1 to 60 cities, from 10 to 800 vehicles by the end of this year. We're running towards 2,500 people and more than 200 million sales by the end of this year. Thank you very much.